It's another Thursday on Thursdays of Dimensions. Welcome, everyone. I just want to share 5 points. I even wrote them down so that I don't deviate or gallivant, because sometimes I get out of hand. I know myself. But the reason why I want to share these 5 points is because I've realized, it's just dawned to me that it's been over a year. It's just been over a year where I'm sharing my encounters, sharing my experiences. And at the end of the day, I don't want you to take my posts as entertainment. I don't want you to take them as time passer, I want you to learn something. With that said, I'm not saying I know everything. I'm also in the journey of learning. In fact, learning never stops. But when the scripture says, keep your heart on the things above, it's literally all about that. Okay. So the first point says, there was a guy I met who said, you can only go as far as your last revelation. By that we mean that what God reveals to you through whatever is only as far as you can go. If I tell you about my deeper revelations, you might think, oh, she's lost the way. It's a matter of you discovering it for yourself. But also we can actually miss our revelations, and they come time and again. So it's very important for us to just be aware of what's happening around us, what we dream, the visions, and even nature. Okay, the best teacher, that's the second point, which is also interweaved to the first one. The best teacher you can find is in nature. Most of the revelations I've had is because I've always fallen in love with nature. Looking at the simple sea, like right now I'm looking at the sea, like you can learn something from that. It sounds a bit cuckoos, but trust me, there's so much to learn from nature. Filled with lessons after lessons, okay? The third point is, the song, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. It's a true song because we're looking for that very light inside. It's not even in your heart, it's in your essence. It's in your conscious. It's sitting there waiting for you to tap onto it. Some call it the God particle because that's where you get everything knowledge that you need to know. So it's all about tapping in there. And then this very light goes to the prism of your heart. And after that, you can get these revelations, you can get this light, you can get these dreams that you need to do. It's all about tapping onto it. Sometimes what clusters our light is the cares of this world, where the worms will come and take it. So yes, we are material, because this will go back to earth, but we also need to focus on our spiritual life and just create a balance. Keep your heart on the things above. The fourth one is also interweaved, talking about the conscious. The conscious is a very deep thing because you can walk all over your life not realizing your true conscious. Some people are actually sleeping. That's actually the fifth one. Many people are in slumber. They're sleeping, focusing on the material things. So you can just see how these points are joined to each other, meaning they're all one thing. So if you take that into consideration, you can see that it can take you very far. Learning in nature, for example, if you know the sun just to bring life to the plants, you won't understand that the same sun can cause fire. And there's still production of God, creation of God, causing fire. You put a light through a prism or a magnifying lamp, point it to something, it causes fire. You shine the lights of the sun to a growing seed or plant, a plant sprouts out with fruits to eat and vegetables. So that's what I'm saying when I say you have to learn in nature. There's nothing in the world that is new. I think the book of Ecclesiastes talks about that. Everything you need to know has already happened. And it all starts in the spirit because you're a spiritual being. So as above, so below. Okay, guys, I'm going for 5 minutes. If there's any questions, I am right here. I hope I made sense.